Hey everyone, it's Ride1940 here. Today we're taking a look at Sea Power Naval Comm in the Missile Age, and this is running the Palawan Passage. It's number 3 in a series of missions for Pacific Strike made by a guy named Ian. I'm sure you've seen the Pacific Strike series of missions if you've been on the workshop. If you haven't, I'll link it in the description. This one I'm excited to try because it is an ASW focused one, and we basically have to transit and get through the Palawan Passage. We've got to worry about silkworms and multiple potential submarines. We don't have to worry about American subs, so it says a free fire zone for subsurface. Like, the briefing looks really cool. And let's get started. I really wanted to show this off because... Alright, let's see here. I do like pop-ups, like I said, in all the videos of me playing missions. I like this stuff because it helps get the story going for the scenario, and it's really cool. Okay. So 2 to 3... Soviet submarines are in the area, plus Silkworm missile sites have been spotted on the island of Balambagan. I don't know if I said that right. Northern Borneo. Okay. It's crazy. I've been to Borneo in real life in the Navy. I've been to, I think, Kota Kinabalu, Baru is on the southern part of Borneo. But yeah. Anyways, we need to transit here. So I think the briefing said that this island had the silkworm batteries. If that's the case, the range of the silkworm I think is like 21 point something nautical miles. We can look that up. We'll look it up because it's going to determine if we could actually just bypass it entirely. I think I've done that in one of the Strait of Hormuz transit missions that I've had on the channel. Yeah, 21.6. So if it's that type of silkworm, and let's say it's the worst case, it's up in the corner, we'll get to see here if I can get away with it. 21.6 we said. Cool. There we go. So we can just go like this, and we have defeated the silkworms. Alright, there you go. Do that all day. Okay, we don't, that's the worst case scenario, right? Yep. Okay, it looks like we got a big contact out here. In SH3, have them go check that out. These guys I don't think have surface search. Yeah, they've got the dipping sonar. Okay, take an account of what we have. Mooseburger. Oh, this is the Scott. Should have the 53, I think, for the sonar. Yep, 53. Great big old sonar. Preble should have the 23. Yep. Okay. And Mooseburgers should also have the 53. Yeah, I thought that Mooseburger had the actual 19 because could have swore she was like a test ship for the 19 and did a deployment or something like that in the early 80s before most of the fleet started to get it, going into like 85 and later. Anyways, still good to have a towed array. It's the only ship out of the other two that have towed arrays and Nixie. The other ships don't have that. I really like seeing this, and this is how I want to see this part on the OHP frigate, because it would have Nixie chocks kind of looking like that. I think actually a little bit more closer together, but I love seeing this dual stuff coming off the back of the ship. Looks really cool. Okay, so what are we going to do? It's raining. Do we have a layer? We can roll over here. There's no thermal layer, so we don't have to worry about that. The game updated. Just go like this. Let's keep these guys moving. The game updated recently with sonobuoys. Sonobuoy changes that I really like. So for one, sonobuoy ranges are now for connectivity are 30 nautical miles instead of 15 nautical miles, and that's a big deal because with the 15 nautical mile range, if you were to use a P3 to drop a bunch of sonobuoys, you would not be able to... Oh, look at this. So you would not be able to just exploit your whole buoy field without flying through it constantly, which kind of sucked. So I think 30 is a good compromise. In reality, it's based off of your radial line of sight, and so depending on the altitude, you can probably connect further away. If you were really low, then that range would decrease. And so 15 nautical miles, that was about the range that you can expect from a normal mast height for the sonobuoy receiving antenna detecting sonobuoy with its radio line of sight. Obviously, it varies depending on ship to ship for the mast height and where that antenna is on the mast, but you're in the ballpark there, around 15 nautical miles. So that's increased to 30. That's great. But now sonobuoys can you can even drop them. You can tell if you want to drop it below or above the layer. So you can just right-click here, say below or above the layer. But it doesn't matter in this case because there's no layer. And then also here, if you look carefully, it says SSQ62, the die-cast sonobuoy, which is an active sonobuoy. And we're going to go ahead and, because we've detected this, I think with the tail, probably from Mooseburger. Yeah, Mooseburger's passive sonar sensor has detected that. We're not going active right now or anything, but we need to figure out... I think it's 10.3 is the range for the 5365. That's a common torpedo that is used by a lot of subs in these scenarios. That's the waycombing one. So we're actually out of range right now, so that's great. Make sure we kind of stay out of that bubble there. And we're going to go try out an active sonobuoy on this dude because we're pretty close. This is the yellow circle you see here. It's kind of like the uncertainty of that noise, right? Because we're not going to know exactly where he's at by listening. It gets more refined with time, but because we just detected him, it's not going to be so refined. Okay, so enough talking. I just want to drop an active buoy on this guy. Okay. That's going to freak him out, and he's not going to be able to do anything about it, and we're going to immediately know what he's doing course and speed-wise, and we're going to kill him. So this is really cool. Alright, so that was the sonobuoy changes, so you can do the above or below layer, and then increase the connectivity range to 30 nautical miles. Another change that happened that we're not going to see in this scenario is that the RBUs were nerfed. And I think that's a good change. I know people that play the Soviet stuff will be like, well, what the heck? But I did actually read an account that was sent to me from one of the devs. And the way that was being described from a user of the RBU system, it is freaking hard to fire and hit a torpedo with the RBU. It's not impossible, but it is very difficult. Basically what the guy was doing from his own account was that they would have active contact with the sub, so they would know where the sub was for the range. The sub would fire. They would detect that broadband noise from the launch because torpedoes are loud as hell. And from there, he would have to guess the scale of range that he would be looking for an active return amongst all the noises, and then pull out what he thinks is the torpedo that is closing him. And as the time elapses, there's nothing to help him, but he's got to then figure, okay, well, 10 seconds have gone by, the torpedo's probably gone, X amount of yards, so I need to start looking in that band. Another ping goes by, he doesn't see anything, and it keeps going on like that. So over time, you can be wrong, like where you're looking completely, and so you might miss it entirely. And in the same account, he said he basically I think they judged that they could hit a couple of the torpedoes, but some of the other ones were deemed as like misses. But the captain and the other crew members were not mad because that was kind of just expected. So the performance, obviously, it was normal for it to not hit torpedoes. And the way that he described it, I can see that entirely being a giant pain in the ass. Okay, because you don't know where that range is that you should be looking, and it's such a small thing that it's going to kind of blend in with background noise, right? Because active sonar is touching everything. And then you need to discern, is that a real submarine or is that just something on the background that was reflected like a school of fish or the bottom or anything. You can just get visual artifacts on the screen. So yeah, happy to see that. I know some Soviet players not going to be happy about that, but I don't know. Okay. So we're kind of creeping along here. These guys are not going active yet. It's just a passive tail. I'm curious if we go active. Maybe we could try it out, actually. Let's turn these radars on, actually. Sorry, I got so distracted talking about the sonobuoys here. I want the radars on because if we're going to go past potential anti-ship missile site, or we're going against submarines that possibly could be SSGs or SSGNs. We want to be able to catch those missile launches. Surface search we want on in case the guy is broaching or he's coming to periscope depth and maybe the seas are kind of rough and part of his sail gets exposed. The radar might pick that up. Okay, so we're going to have our sonars on, or both our radars on, sorry. And I'm curious if we go active on the Scott, if it is going to increase, if that submarine is going to detect that and then try to increase speed to close the range. Oh, actually, you know what? Because we lost contact, I don't want to drop the active buoy because he might not be there and he might be out of range of that. So we'll drop a sonobuoy kind of in the path where he was going and see if we can redetect him with the passive buoys. And then if we can, we'll drop an active buoy right on him. And we've got 2 torpedo shots, so we might start thinking about sending a helicopter up. Go from the Scott because the Mooseburger's tied up with the towed array right now. I don't want to block her from maneuvering. A lot of these helicopter squadrons are added too, so that's really cool in the call signs. That's really cool to see. Okay, cool. So buoy's out, and we have submarine. And I'm very excited because this will be the first time I get to drop active sonobuoy in the game. I've been wanting to play this a lot more. It's just work has been absolutely bonkers, and also that Task Force Admiral game came out. That's a World War II kind of demo game. Or not a game, sorry, the demo came out. It's another cool one from Microprose. This, just like Sea Power's publishers, Microprose. They are generating a lot of awesome naval games, I must say. This is an exciting time. When I was a kid, I think we had Fleet Command and we had Harpoon before that, which is what I used to play when I was like, I don't know, 6 or 7 years old. I probably didn't know what the heck I was doing. I just liked ships because my dad was in the Navy. Alright, we got a small active return. Look at that. And he is going 10 knots. So, I mean, we know exactly where he's at now. There's no uncertainty there. We're going to fire a torpedo at him. And then we'll do our re-attack if that misses. And then hopefully by then, Scott's helicopter is going to be up. Oh, it's so cool. You actually see the call sign on there. That's awesome. Alright, so the SH-3 is going to pull away. That's great. One of the other changes for the sonar related things, ASW related things, is the torpedo countermeasure resistance has been lowered. So I guess that is kind of like a saving grace for the RBU guys. Oh, he has dropped a... Oh, we went right over him. Yeah, I guess that should help the guys that are worried about the RBU not being so accurate anymore. Alright. We might have to re-attack here. Ah, I hate the noise. Damn it. What is he doing? He's going, still going 10 knots. Interesting. Okay. So we'll come, maybe we'll come out from the front there and fire that way. See if that helps. He is going crazy with his noisemakers. Wow, look at that. We'll get ahead and fire back down this way. Then I don't know if this guy's going to RTB to one of our ships. I think this was from one of the carriers is what the briefing said. And I don't see a carrier here anywhere, so... Alright. Okay, so we can cut back in and we'll fire at the Tango there. That thing is like going off in La La Land. It's not even... I would have thought it would circle back and try to reacquire the target area. Okay. So the Tango's heading north. Oh, too high still. Damn. No. Okay, alright, well. That sucks. We're going to just wait, see what happens. We'll just have to maintain our contact here. Okay, so both the buoys have contact with them. So our diefar buoy and our diecast are picking them up. We're out of range, we're completely safe. Just a bunch of noisemakers. I'm hoping this guy cuts over a little bit to the starboard side and tries to get the Tango. Oh, more noisemakers got put out. Well, I guess we can try out a dip. Kind of cool to see. Alright, we gotta be a little careful here. I think we're moving this Tango towards our ships. I might have to cut that out that way. Oh my goodness, yes, 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 yes. Come on. Good, 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 good. Okay, that's wonderful. Tango's a pretty light sub, so I would not be surprised if this is what kills the guy. I was on the USS Midway Museum, and they've got an SH-3, and they've got an SH-2 actually. It's pretty cool seeing them up there on the flight deck. Although when I go to the Midway, I really, for me, I'm like a big ship engineering nerd, and I like just, well, when I'm down the P-ways, I'll look at all the hydraulic remote operated valves and like their cutouts and all that kind of stuff, and figure out what space they were actuating to. Okay, so this guy is not moving anymore. That's good. Let's use our dipping sonar. Deploy it. That's pretty cool. Get some screenshots. Maybe you'll see it in the video title or the thumbnail. Oh, that's so cool looking. Absolutely need a screenshot of that. That's really neat. Okay, so we should be... Ooh, he's coming to the surface. That's super cool. Wow. Okay, hello guys. Alright. What's going on here? Is he trying this? He's going a couple knots now. This is just a bizarre encounter. I love it. I gotta say that, and I'm curious if I could destroy him with my ship now. We could actually use the harpoon, what it was designed to do in the first place when they made it on for ships. Get this guy. Oh, we can. This is freaking awesome. Let's get the helicopter out of there because I don't know how big that blast is going to be. And that's pretty close. Oh, he's diving now. Darn. That missile can't get there soon enough. Yeah, so those ASW torpedoes, they just don't go after surface targets, so the problem you had was, well, what the heck do you do when a submarine surfaces or broaches itself and it's out of the, it's higher than the ceiling that you've set for your ASW torpedo. And the harpoon was meant to kind of fix that situation if that occurred, if any submarine would so dare go on the surface. And this is why you need to have your radar on for the ships when you're doing this kind of stuff, even though it seems counterintuitive because you're going against a submarine, but crap like this happens. This dude is messed up, but he's not dead, and I don't want to get closer and have him kill my ships on me. Alright, I think I'm going to have to waste another torpedo on him, so... That's too bad. Oh man, it would have been sweet to have this guy surface and just get wrecked on by a harpoon. No, we didn't touch him, of course. Of course, of course. Okay, so we'll, we got an Easy Rider over here. I think what I want to do while Easy Rider is going to deal with that, we'll throw our insurance policy out over here somewhere. So if I'm kind of looking at this, I would, if I was trying to hide a sub and I knew like the US guys were going to have to sail through here, I'd probably want to hide it behind some terrain so that you would unmask yourself and I would be able to shoot at you right when you do that, and you'd have limited time to react to me. It's probably a danger area around here, probably a danger area around here maybe, or maybe around this little island. I don't know. We'll find out. Drop a sonobuoy. Let's draw a line, a circle actually. 5 nautical miles is what I like to use. The sonobuoy ranges are a little shorter than that, but this is what works for me. Okay, so should be able to just move this guy around. So I kind of want to cover this area here. Probably put a sonobuoy there. In fact, we'll we'll drop a few. We'll drop one here, and then we'll go on and drop one there. Okay. Oh, don't do that. No, 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 no. Oh, damn it. Okay. You will drop a sonobuoy here, and then you'll drop a sonobuoy like right around here. And I'm going to move that just to see. So I don't think the sub is going to be like on this side. If it was, it probably would have been detected already by stuff up there. I just want to, when the ships are coming down to hook over, I just don't want them to be really exposed. So at least having sonobuoys out, kind of detect any torpedoes if they're fired at range. The Tango is dead. That's great. Did she get any more? Alright, well now we've got Easy Rider. I'm gonna leave the circle up because we're gonna have to draw another one anyways if another torpedo gets fired at us from someone else. Kind of move that out of the way. Alright, Easy Rider can come down here. Okay, so our ship pathway is going to go down this way, come across this way, and come down. So Easy Rider, probably just get ahead and drop a few. Really think around this little island there might be somebody. I'm conflicted. I think I might want to do something like that, then like that. Just check out the finish line. I think on the briefing map it seemed like you were going to go through here, so if I was a mission designer I'd probably put some sort of ambush somewhere around here, so we'll cover both sides of that transit, but our ships are just going to go this way, so maybe we avoid everybody entirely. Identify yourself, buddy. Does not respond. Does not respond. This is really cool. This is like a more elaborate readout of what's being said now. I think that came in the latest update. Alright, yeah, let's see what's going on. I think we can go a little faster now. Turn the active sonar off though. We don't want to draw out anybody and change the speed. Like 2/3. Okay, we got some other echo. What is this guy? Oh, sorry. What are you? Does not respond. Alright, we gotta be kind of careful here. Okay, there's something over there. If it was a missile boat, it would probably shoot at us by now. Yeah, let's just drop this flight path right past this guy. Alright, trawler, good, okay. Alright, buoy away, and then we'll circle around here and just kind of stand by to stand by. Kind of curious. We'll see who's going to RTB to. Oh, he won't RTB to anyone. Okay. Yeah, not RTBing to anyone. So I guess he's supposed to be from a carrier. We can have him go fly this way. Check that out. Have another helicopter. Alright, we'll go a lot faster here. Time compare. Oh crap! What is this? Oh, perfect. What is he doing? 5 knots. Ooh. Okay, this is great. This is great. We got two submarine contacts here. That sonobuoy is going to keep tabs on that guy. We're going to drop on this guy, and we're going to go and launch another helicopter because the SH-3 no longer has torpedoes. This SH-2 only has 1 torpedo left, or no, it's got 2, but I'm going to assume we'll probably end up using 2 per sub, even not in terms that we need 2 to kill them, but in terms of usually 1's going to have a hard time. Okay, let's get started. Actually, while we're out this way, we'll drop sonobuoy kind of around here. And hopefully, actually, let's go do this here. Okay, so we're going to have to hook around and come through this little narrow gap. If a submarine was on this flank that could reach and cover that gap, then I probably want to put a sonobuoy somewhere around there. These things are a little finicky sometimes when you're by icons of other things. Okay. Let's pull that away so we can use those again. Alright, so this one is going towards our passive buoy. Doesn't know it's being detected, right? What is this? Is a hostile? We don't know what type it is just yet. I wonder if it's going to be like another Tango. Oh, it's going to be a nuke. It's either a Alpha or a Victor 1 or 2. Oh, this is super cool. Shows you the confidence changing. That's really neat. I love that. That's super cool. Kind of put this in front of them so we can maintain contact longer. I say that just to clarify for the people that don't understand why I said that. If I was to put this sonobuoy behind him, right, and if he keeps going down that path, he's just driving away from it, so the moment I've done that, he's already he's fading away from contact, right? If I put him up towards it, I get to get him on contact as he drives towards it, and then also as he's driving away from it. So just want to put it in front of his pathway so that we can maximize our detection that we have with the guy. Okay. Like, this is really good. We can comfortably fly away from there because he's still closing that sonobuoy, and he's going to be around it for quite a while. This guy seems like he's going faster. Yeah, 13 knots. What is this guy doing, like 10? 5 knots, yeah. He's creeping along. Okay. Easy Rider 2 is up. Easy Rider 2, come down here. Meet your victim. Yeah, so the SH-3 doesn't have torpedoes anymore. We're just going to have him cover sonobuoy over here, just so when the ships come around, they're not really going to be exposed. We'll hopefully detect any torpedo launches if there's somebody hiding around here. But it looks like, I think they said 2 to 3 subs, and this would be 3 total. We've already killed the Tango, and there's 2 out here, so maybe that's all the subs for now, but we won't bank on it. There's some crafty mission designers out there, and I don't trust them. Alright, Easy Rider 1's getting pretty close to the drop point. Oh man, I really love that. I'm glad to see that. You have no idea. That's super cool. Okay, so this one's either Charlie or Victor 3, and this guy is either Victor 1, 2, or Alpha. Oh. Okay, this one's been... So I guess when that goes to 100, we should know exactly what that is, right? Oh, why did I do that? I wanted to see it. Hit 100 to see if this changes over. I'm assuming it's going to. Boom. Nope. Okay, I guess not. Never mind. Well. Laying sonobuoys. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we should definitely get this guy very easily. We could even drop an active sonobuoy right on him. Curious to see if they'll freak out when they hear the active sonobuoy. It doesn't seem like they react to them, but we'll watch it. Alright, cool. Active buoys in the water. Getting a small active return. That's enough for me to want to kill this guy. So here we go. Right into the minimum range. Well, he's not really changing course or speed, so you gotta watch this guy and make sure he doesn't get too far away from that buoy. This Easy Rider 2 is gonna take a while to get down here. Let's go, Easy Rider 1. Figure it out, buddy. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, goodness. Oh, so Charlie 2. Alright, let's see that guy go after the sub. I love the views in this game. It looks beautiful. Oh, is it picking up speed now? No, it's not. There's a torpedo right there. Is it tracking? It's not doing anything about this torpedo. Yes, yes, come on, come on, come on. Oh man. Oh yes. Boom. Wow. Nice secondary noise, that's cool. Oh, love it. Okay, he's gonna go dead in the water, and we got a decision to make if we want to hang around here and drop a second torpedo on him, or run over there and try and kill this guy quickly. I guess this guy's going so slow, he doesn't really... Yeah, he's not really, at risk of falling off the detection here by the time Easy Rider 2 comes down, so I think we're okay. This guy's still making way. Is he slowing down at all or just staying at 5 knots? No, he's creeping along. Okay. Oh, you know what? Someone said if I do F10, I can do like... can look at the damage control. There we go. So this is the damage for the submarine. To be honest, I don't know what I'm looking at, but it's not syncing, I guess. It's not listing. It's got some radar and things destroyed. Sonar looks like it's badly damaged. The missiles are destroyed. The torpedoes are destroyed. Okay, a lot of things are really destroyed. Oh, main power system damage severe. Propulsion damage light. Okay, well that's pretty cool to look at. I don't know what I'm looking at, but that looks pretty neat. I don't want to wait anymore, I guess. We'll just kill this guy. We don't want him to RTB, actually. I want him to, Oh man, I think that torpedo just frickin' hit the bottom. Son of a bitch. Damn it. Okay. Well, he's gonna drive towards that buoy. I don't want to lose this guy. Oh. Okay. This is probably game over for him. Alright, that's good. That's good to see. They used to just do that, but then they would release their sailors, and they have not been doing that. They just kind of go up to the surface and come back down. Alright, Easy Rider's gonna... Whoa! Nice. Alright, cool. That guy's dead. Sweet. Alright, we'll just have Easy Rider 1 circle around here. Maintain contact while Easy Rider 2 comes on down. And then we're going to have to think about another SH2 launch to come down here if Easy Rider 1 can't take care of this guy. You know, we can just set up a shot from... I want to come at it from the rear again. So it seems that the subs seem to have a hard time detecting a torpedo in the baffles there. We are pretty far away from our ships, but I think they're alright. Had buoys listening all along here, so it seemed like we've cleared it out. Alright, here we go. We're gonna hopefully get this guy and hit right in the stern and put him out. I say, I would be surprised if there's any more submarines. This is a lot of subs. 3 submarines here. But I don't quite trust them. Oh no, I don't know why that happened. What did I do wrong there? Okay, that's good. Boom. Dead. This guy's not going to turn around for quite a while. Ah, sorry. Oh sweet, that Victor's dead. That's absolutely great. Just gonna drop. Actually, we'll drop one from this guy here. And then another one coming up this way. Oh, my bad. There we go, shift. Basically what I want to see is just a ring of sonobuoys here, just to make sure that we've got some buffer, that there's not anybody hiding around there that we missed. But I'm pretty confident that there are no other subs. However, it could be some sneaky tricks from the mission designer, so I'm always extra careful. Alright, he's out of the game. We will have the task force at 2/3. Yeah, I guess they'll just stay at that. We'll just speed up. I think we should be pretty good. Yeah, with the ranges, it's great. They're picking up... Oh boy, okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, I don't need to drop another sonobuoy. What am I doing? What we need to do is... we got sonobuoys detecting them, so that's good. That's the reason we did that, and we absolutely need to figure out which guy has any helicopters left. I think we're all out, actually. Yep. So, we need to get... Easy Rider 2's right there. I don't know where Easy Rider 1 went. They said they were RTBing. Oh, the yellow. That's why I couldn't see them. Alright. Okay. SH3, it's got the dipper. We've got pretty solid contact. I want to send Easy Rider 2 back as well to go ahead and get some more torpedoes. It's a Romeo class, alright. Okay, so this is the 53-65 range. As long as we stay out of that, we should be good. We're going to stay mostly out of this range anyways because of that Silkworm battery, but we don't have to worry about it. Cool. Alright, we've got to wait for the cooldown. That is, I think, relatively new. I think that was also in the last patch. Depending on the aircraft type, the cooldown is going to have different times, and I think you can set it in the INI file if you want to do something with like heavier aircraft. This is really cool. Yeah, I think before it was just way too easy. You can just instantly get more torpedoes, instantly get refueled. It's just not like that in real life. This is great. Okay, now we can launch. We got ASW loadout. Okay, come on down, buddy. Oh, let's go around to the side. Oh, lost him there. Hold on. Must have gone really slow. Yeah. Oh. See, this is... I like this. He's come up to take a peek. He doesn't know what's out there. So he's gone super slow, and he's using his periscope. That's so cool. Or is that the periscope? Or is that's a snorkel, I think. Yeah, it looks like the snorkel. That's super cool. I love that. Love that. It's gotten really slow. I mean, you know, if he was snorkeling, he would be loud as hell because he's using his engine. So, if that is what he's doing, he should not drop off if we already had contact with him. Yeah, he'd be loud. Oh, beautiful. See the helicopter in the background. I love this game because you just see all these cool visuals of different type of platforms fighting each other and working with each other. Okay. This guy should be sticking out like a sore thumb. Well, what we can do is go down to dipping sonar. Alright, he's being picked up by the buoy again, I think. And he's going to be picked up by our dipper. And Easy Rider 1 is on the way. That's super cool. This guy is running. He is right by the dipper too, that's amazing. Alright, see how this guy swings around if we're good. Kinda wanna angle him where he's getting attacked from both aspects, so that he doesn't really have a good out. Hope this guy doesn't run into the sand. What do you got? What do you got? Come on, buddy. Ooh, it's homing, maybe. No, it's not. It's pulling away from him. Oh, he's got him again. Nice. Keep going, keep going. Yes, 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 yes. Alright. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. And this is a small sub, so if it hits, it's gonna be lights out for him. Yes. Oh, he's trying to get out of there. Sorry, bud. Not your day. Oh, man. It's gotta be out in the torpedo compartment, too. Yikes. Alright, so this is sub 4. Hopefully we're good now after this. Let's see. How are the ships doing here? Oh, are you gonna smash into this trawler? Get out of the way, trawler. Come on. Alright, Preble's not gonna run aground. That was my concern. Okay, good, good, good. We just have to be careful that we're not getting into torpedo range. Yeah, we're gonna swing over. You know what? We should probably get ourselves into a line formation. Let's go relative positions. Preble can just stay astern, 10 miles. Yeah, it's good. Burger, get out in front with your towed array. Okay, good. This will just keep us compact as we get around the horn here. Alright, the Romeo's dead. Don't have to worry about that. Let's recover this guy. Easy Rider 1's got 1 torpedo. The other sonobuoys, they all expire within 1 hour in the game. So we'll just put out another fresh batch of them and just patrol up and down there. Oh boy, there goes this. Oh, that's it. Okay, that's the. Let's go for the Mooseburger. Oh no, okay. Just trying to engage it with the 127 mil. Scott, kill that thing, please. Okay. This is why we want to have our air search radar on to keep us safe, because I do boneheaded things like that and drive into the missile ranges when I'm being distracted. Alright, that should be no problem. Yeah. We'll just drive her out of that circle. Okay. Another one coming. All right. Yeah, I should have sorted that, should have sorted the, formation out before we were coming around the bend here. Now it's kind of tricky for Mooseburger to get far enough ahead to stay in the formation while the Scott's still heading south. And then stay out of this missile range at the same time. Alright, that's good. Let's take an account of... We've got... Alright. No more Rim 7 mics for 30 minutes. So... we might get fired at one more time until we get out of this range here. But Scott should be able to protect us. Yep, there we go. Okay, so no more Rim 7Fs, or mics, sorry. Scott's gonna have to take care of this. She really should just be going flank to get the hell out of there. Come on. Alright, the 5-inch gun's gonna try and do her thing. This is great. It's still in contact even with this buoy. That's amazing. Oh, with the aircraft, but obviously the ships are still in range, so they should be able to detect that. That's good. Get out of there, and then please, and then there we go. So now we should be able to say return to formation. There we go. Now we're going to be out of that bubble. We don't have to worry. That's good. think we got this in the bag now. I don't think there's any other submarines left. Can only go 20x. This is unfortunate. Just for safety's sake, we'll pop one there. Oh, this guy's going way too fast. Go standard. Oh, okay, never mind. It's going flank because it needs to get to its station keeping. Okay. I thought I left it on flank and I was like, what the heck is he doing? It is too bad we can't go faster than 20x right now. What is happening? All right. Now, I used to work on the Totere. That was my thing. I was a Totere technician on the 19, and there is one like maintenance check. It is so dreadful, and you basically, if you look at pictures of Toteres, they're not just like a cable. They're because you've got hydrophones in them, right? So they have to be linearly spaced, and the modules that have them are under intense pressure from you towing it, and so every once in a while you have to decouple them, just kind of clean them out, make sure they're not going to fall apart, and then put them all back together. But because they've been under pressure for so long, when you have them out, decoupling them is a pain in the butt, and you're not supposed to do maintenance past a certain amount of hours on a check, but with that particular check, the maintenance man hours is just crazy because it's not as easy as like, oh, I'm just going to unscrew this and it's going to come apart. It's like, no, that screw is not going to want to come back out. And I used to have a collection of those screws would hold in a locking tab, and that would hold the thing in place from undoing itself and like uncoupling itself at sea. And if there was a particular locking tab screw combo that was incredibly painful to get through, I used to have a collection in my rack, just as like a memento of how much of a pain those guys were. Ultimately, you'd have to like be careful about drilling them out because if you drill too far, you're going to puncture the thing and then cause way more damage, and it's going to be really costly, and you're probably going to get your rank busted down for breaking expensive stuff like that. So it was not fun. And if you could imagine, this space is just on this ship, it's just the fantail here. On the other ships, it's usually like right underneath the flight deck, like on the Oliver Perry class and on the Arleigh Burkes and stuff. So that just is cooking in the sun all day long. So if you're in the Middle East, like, it is brutal to do this check for like, whatever it is, like 12, 16 hours just all day long. I hated it so much. Of course, Nixie was really nice because it was all air conditioned and you didn't have to do stuff like that. There was no hydrophones or anything like a Totere, because that's just for being a decoy. Oh, we still can't go fast. I wonder why. I wonder if we can't send this guy to go home because he's got no home. I was thinking maybe it's because we got the we got a helicopter up, we can't go over 20x, but I don't know. I think pretty soon we might be seeing like Japanese units, because the dev has put out kind of teaser shots of some Japanese, I think they're destroyers, maybe a frigate or so. But and also the other thing I was really excited about for this game is the Neptune. That's a patrol plane, so it's got. I as many ASW planes that we can get in the game. I would love to see it because I just love that. So Neptune is going to be awesome when it's arrived, and hopefully we see like an S2 or something like that. The the game covers such a wide scope of years, so it's just if ultimately we see different carrier air wing compositions, that'd be super cool because everyone knows like the different like the C2 and the C1 Trader was a really cool plane. Is basically the S2 Tracker was kind of built around the same sort of airframe but in the anti-submarine role. And we got the S3 Viking, which is really neat. Oh, yeah. That'd be really cool though, seeing Japanese forces come on board. Alright, I don't know why we couldn't do that for a long time, but now we can do 100x, so that's really great. Oh no, what are you? What are you? Okay, let's just see if I can get my helicopter out there fast enough. My fear is that's a submarine, but it says very large, so probably not. Giant merchant ship, maybe? Don't be a... Yeah. Giant merchant, good. Yeah, seeing the other nations added. Also, like, I want to see Chinese warships from the Cold War era. Some of them are just kind of like modded Soviet ships, like even the submarines, like the Ming submarine was it's kind of like a Romeo sub. There's actually a disaster you can read about it on Wikipedia. One of the Ming subs, unfortunately they were, I think, doing snorkel operations and they didn't align it correctly, or some sort of mechanical thing in that process had failed. And so they didn't know it, but they thought they were snorkeling, but the poisonous gases were just building up and basically suffocated everyone at their stations. And I think some fishermen found this submarine kind of like with a mast up, just bobbing around, and they called the Coast Guard and stuff, or the Chinese Coast Guard, and yep, they found them and they were all dead. And then they cleaned that sub up and put it back in service. So frickin' A, I would not want to be stationed on that thing being all haunted. Alright, victory! We have reached Sandakan. Alright. That was a really fun mission. It was really cool to actually... I was waiting to do this mission. I said I was going to do it, and I wanted to wait until the sonobuoy stuff was out. If you don't know, you can actually take a look at the... there's a beta thing that you can sign in or activate, and you can have access to all the features as they come out. But I don't do that. But what I do is I just watch the beta release notes, and then I can see what's being added. And then I saw the stuff about the sonobuoy stuff being added, and I was like, oh, this is going to be so cool, so I've waited to do this mission. Now, I hope that was a good look at this stuff. This is definitely a mission you're going to have to use sonobuoys. If you know that you've got a transit you've got to do, you could either do one thing where you're going super slow and you're just taking your time to pick up contacts. But if you want to help yourself out and go a little faster, definitely want to drop a line of sonobuoys kind of throughout your intended passage and kind of think about where you might be intercepted or ambushed. If you were the scenario designer, or if you were the submarine captain, where would you want to hide? It's most likely what the designer has thought of too. Those submarines are the ones around here. Definitely, I thought that I kind of anticipated that was going to be there. Oops, let me just close this here. I think if I hit escape twice, there we go, and I can resume it. Yeah, I definitely thought one would be around this island because I think that the intention is just to sail through here. Also, if you know the Silkworm stuff, we did the worst possible scenario or case, kind of putting it at that range, and we got shot at only when my idiot self let the Moosberg come down into the range, not paying attention, because Moosberg was so far ahead in the formation that it was going to stay that way until the Scott had made its eastbound turn this way. But yeah, you can, if you know that a site is going to be somewhere, just draw out the range ring and just stay out of that range ring if you don't want to deal with the hassle. if you do want to deal with the hassle, the Silkworm is definitely something that you can handle if you've got a couple destroyers, 3 destroyers actually. So we can certainly shoot those missiles down just really easily. I don't like to do it when I've got other things going on, like if we know it's going to be a heavy ASW scenario, then I don't want to have to worry about how I maneuver, because being shot at by silkworms, and at the same time now I got to worry about the torpedo ranges of these submarines. So do yourself a favor and kind of tackle one thing at a time. And so if you could avoid it, just stay out of it. There's no reason to give them the incentive or the benefit of being able to shoot at you. Even though you can shoot it down, just avoid it. So I think that's it. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.